Hi guys, and today I'm going to show you how to download and install BlueStacks so that we can play PUBG Mobile on our PC. So open up your browser. I have used Google Chrome browser, and then head on to this website www.bluestacks.com, and then click this download button. This will download the BlueStacks application. So it will going to take for a while depending on your internet speed. So I have done this already, so I'm just going to cancel this. And also we need to download the game, the PUBG mobile game, or Players Unknown Battleground mobile game. So head on to this website www.pubgmobile.com, and then once you're on this page, scroll down a bit and look for these three options here. If you're using Mac, then download this on the App Store, and if you're on mobile, then go ahead and download it through the Google Play. And right now, since I'm on my PC, I'm going to download the APK file, since I'm going to need this to install on our BlueStack, and it's going to take for a while. I'm just going to cancel this. I have done this already. Let me open the file. Here is the file. So first, all we need to do is install BlueStacks. So double click to install. So just click yes, and then just head on. You can customize the installation, but alright, it's done. So just click the complete button, and BlueStacks we're going to run right now. And here is our BlueStack. So let me maximize this. So since this is the first time that we open BlueStacks, it's going to take for a while. So it says here, first boot may take up to 2 to 3 minutes depending upon your PC's performance. So this is normal. So let's just wait for a few more minutes. To install the application, simply click this 3 little dots, then install APK. Go to the downloads directory, and here it is. Okay, now that it's done installing, before we run the game, please click this settings, this gear icon, and then settings. Then let's update some of the default settings in here. So for the display, this is alright, so just leave it as it is, and then go to engine. So make sure that you use the OpenGL, and make sure to use 2 CPU cores. So recommended 2 and above. And for the memory, I can use 2 GB of memory. Since I have a lot of memory, I can use more than 2 GB. So I prefer to use 4 GB of RAM. And then let's check the other options here. Okay, let's just leave this as it is. Preferences. Okay, that's great. Okay, right now we can open this game, the PUBG mobile game. So by the way, this is the predefined keys that BlueStack is already. It's a predefined keys that is already populated for us. So make sure to click this. I have read and agreed the terms and condition, privacy policy, user agreement. So you can sign in using Twitter, Facebook, or your Gmail account. You can also log in, you can use the guest account, but I prefer using my Gmail, so I will choose Gmail. So before we start playing this game, let's go to the settings first. We need to make sure that everything will going to run smoothly. So for crosshair, you can choose one between these three options. So I prefer green color, and let's make sure that you enable this peek and fire. You want to lean your character, so make sure to enable it. And let me check other settings here. Auto open doors. So if you prefer to disable this option, if you want to, if you don't want to enable this, then choose disable. If you don't want the open doors option, but I prefer enable. I want this to be enabled. And then let's go to graphics. For graphics, make sure that you go to extreme, but you cannot go directly to extreme unless you restart your BlueStack. So make sure that you choose ultra first, and then for the graphics you need to choose the balance. So depending on your computer, if you feel like your computer becomes choppy, like the ones that it says here, if the game becomes choppy, then minimize this. Try to lower the graphic settings, but since I'm using a powerful computer, I'm using a computer that is capable of running this in extreme settings, so I will choose extreme settings. On your end, you need to restart your BlueStacks before this will take effect. So ultra and then restart your BlueStack, then this will be enabled. Or you can choose this option, this extreme option, and then make sure it is smooth in here. And for the style effect, immediately the default is classic, but I prefer realistic. As you can see, there's a big difference in the background environment, so I prefer this one. And anti-aliasing, make sure that you disable this. This will going to make your game this will gonna mess up your game if you enable this, but you can try to enable that if you would like, but I prefer it disabled. And make sure the auto adjust graphics is disabled as well. There's no need for you to change. Some of the settings here are already correct. There's no need for you to update or change it, but if you prefer to change it, you can play with the settings. And then make sure to click the OK button to save all the changes you have made in your game. So OK, and then make sure to save it. Controls. On the controls tab, make sure that you choose this one, number 3, left movement fix button. Make sure to choose this. And on the vehicle tab, the middle portion, all directions, choose this. And let's go to sensitivity tab. The default is custom, so make sure to choose one between these 3 options. I prefer the medium for the sensitivity. So this is already pre-configured for us by BlueStack, so there's no need for us to change some of the settings here because it is it's already correct. But if you would like to change some of these, then you can go ahead, you can try to play the settings in here. But I recommend that you don't need to change this. So pickup tab, make sure to For the auto pickup, you can you have the option to disable this, but I prefer it enabled so that it will automatically pick up the items for me. And let me check other important information here. I think that's it. So let's try audio. For the audio, so it is really straightforward in the audio. There's no need for us to make any changes in here. Quick chat, language. I think that's it. So let's close this and let's try running the game. Before you can select the map by clicking this. So currently this is the default one. You need to download, if you want to play Miramar map, make sure to download by clicking this arrow button. So it will take about 5 to 10 minutes to complete, depending on your internet speed. I have a slow internet, so I'm not going to download this right now. But as you can see, there are 3 maps that you can download. So this is the snowy one. So just download this if you want to play this, if you wanted to play the different maps. So let's click this. Oops. So let's start. So as you can see, BlueStack has done reconfiguring the default keys. So all we need to do is change some of the keys to make sure that everything's going to work depending on. So for movements, WASD, and if we want to lock our cursor, so we need to press F1. So if we're going to click this to open keyboard UI, so these are the default settings. For shooting mode, F1, and then suspend shooting, left click, mouse sensitivity. We can change all of this. So all we do is click edit and then advanced settings. So you should see this. So F1 is a little too far, and I want to change this to control instead. So for the shooting aim, I'm going to change it to control, and then let's try to save that first. Close. Then if I press control, it's going to lock my control. So let's try grabbing some guns. Let's try this. So as you can see, the F and G is not properly configured. So let's change the settings. The keyboard, so edit, advance. So we can move this to here. And then let's try adding one more keys here, H, as long as it's not taken. So you can use this. Even if it's taken, you can still use it. As you can see, F and F. Just make sure to save it. So let's try F, G, there you go, then control, so let's have the scope control So for riding a motorcycle, we can update the keys, edit and advance. So we can use the same keys, so Q and E. We can use that. So make sure to save, and let's try Q. So let's try updating the other keys. So we can try to use the same keys. Let's try to use the same keys, Q, E. Okay. Save. So as you can see, it's working fine. For throwing grenades. 4, 5, 6 will be our controls for that. 4, 5, 4, 5, and 6. So that's how you can update the keys of your PUBG Mobile games. So that's it. I'm going to exit now and play the game.